I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.
You're right, Blue. And we're back. Fuck it. Fuck it. What do we got? Batman is progress. Do I have? I unplugged that cord. All right. Batman is progress. Let's just fucking get in there. Let's go.
And welcome to another wonderful episode of Batman Radio. That's right. How are all of you doing?
Batcave Radio.
I give y'all a minute to come in here. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk for a minute, man. Like I said, everything's on autopilot, man. I already know what I'm doing. Um, all my efforts at this point are, to keep on building, keep on learning, do a lot of research.
He is in a concrete bathroom somewhere.
Just figuring out how to do more, you know what I mean? Just learning as I go. And obviously, the training. Let me think. All my efforts are towards expanding. You know what I mean? That's the thing, it's just I've been doing the training a minute now, so it's like, I would like kind of I just want to, get other parts of this moving and going. So I'm trying to concentrate on the financial aspect because it gives me something else to do and something else to pay attention to, basically. But like I said, um, I don't know, man. We just keep on moving forward. Um, folks is in their feelings. You know what I mean?
Feeling.
All these folks is having to watch me succeed and watch me do the impossible yet again. I'm gonna say something real quick, man. Like I said, I mean, I literally like ran Vegas, for a couple of months apart from each other. I mean, if you haven't, like how do I put this? I mean,
CIA
that's one of the
doing work.
greatest accomplishments you can have.
Excuse me.
You know what I mean? All these things that I'm doing,
Clear
like
my
I
throat.
said, that's the thing. Other people are just sitting there, and they're not really, they're just watching me succeed.
It is live
You
chat
know what I mean?
CIA.
And it's like, that's okay. That's a beautiful thing for me, brother.
Thank you, sir.
You know what I mean? If people want to watch me succeed, I mean, more power to you. I mean, I hope you do. You know what I mean? But like I said, all I'm going to do is succeed. All I'm going to do is make money. You know what I mean? Like I said, all y'all can super chat, all y'all can donate. That chat room's open so you can super chat and show your support. You know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, where's the support at? It should be consistent. Like I said, it should be every single day. I should be walking around with hundreds to thousands of dollars in my
Is he gonna
pocket.
cry
And
again?
like I said, I want to change the whole paradigm, okay, on this network and in the world. And that's what we got to do. I'm the top influencer in the world, bro. I'm the best at what I do. $1 million mouthpiece for real. So, like I said, folks can, tell themselves what they like, but, I'm in the business of progressing. I literally am progress. Sound familiar? That's what Mickey Cohen said. He said, I am progress. I feel the same way. I am progress. You understand? Like real talk. And it's crazy because they talked about it in the movie with Denzel, with the gangster movie, right? They talked about it in a whole lot of things like progress. You know what I mean? Progress is what this game is all about. Now, ask yourself if I've got 300 and I think it's 329 world records now, or no, it might be 339. I think it's 339 world records.
Sure.
I'm going to go as far to say that. Let me check real quick. Hold. Yes, Three, 339 world records. I repeat,
God damn.
339. Imagine that. World records. This is just like when I was driving that Porsche convertible, right, with the top down, right? And I would pull up to them gyms like Gold's Gym. And the dude that worked right there at the counter, right, he was a jellyfish and he was jelly. And he was trying to deny what I accomplished. Like, brother, I'm a boss. Okay. I do what I want to do. You know, I got folks all over the feelings, folks at different jobs, folks at different places, folks over here, folks over there. You know what I mean? Like, that's my thing. I just stay focused on me and I keep on progressing and moving forward. See, what I realize is it's not my job. It's not my responsibility to shrink
Stroking out.
because you can't handle my growth. You understand? That's the whole thing. Yeah, I remember exactly. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I've even seen that dude around. You know what I mean? And I told y'all, like, they always feel the same way. Like, you could just tell by the way that, like, their demeanor, the way they carry themselves, the way they move, the way they talk, that, like, they really feel some way. Like, they really think they it. You know what I mean? Like, they think that they some kind of, I don't know, like, they the top dog. Like, top dog of what? If you look across the board, bro, in any way, shape, or form with anything we got going on. I'm talking about any competition, anything y'all want to talk about. It don't matter who it is, where it is, what group it is. It don't matter any dude in the world. If you put them beside me and make a comparison side by side in any aspect, there is nobody coming slightly close to me, boss. I hope people understand this. And I'm very direct in my message and what I spit and what I do. You understand? Like I said, I call everyone out publicly, right? I go public and I talk about exactly directly what's going on. You understand? And that's my thing. I'm going to talk about anything and everything. You ask me a question, I'm going to give you a straight answer. You understand? Because we all know what it is. You know what I mean? We do. We know what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, that was the thing. Like, nah, the truth was that back in the day, you know what I mean? Like, Brownsville couldn't even handle me. That's the truth.
Yeah, but where are you at right now, Joey? Where are you at with all your hobo bags, your couple hobo bags? Where are you at pacing back and forth? I can hear you.
Valley couldn't handle me. They never been able to. So they try to play catch up. You know what I mean? And just what happened is when I created this project and I started doing this and really taking it seriously and I devoted myself to what I'm doing, it just carried. It went a long way, just like I continue to come a long way. You know what I mean? Like I said, you've got so many folks that hide behind corporate America, so many folks that hide behind the name of God, so many folks that hide in these little evil church groups, so many folks that hide behind all these different concepts, so many folks that hide behind TV screens, so many folks that hide behind their phone, hide behind their computer. But I'll tell you what, I'm the son of God and I ain't hiding from nobody and nothing.
15 amen.
See the difference? You understand? See, people talk every day, but talk is cheap. Talk don't mean nothing. The question is, right, what are you doing to better yourself? So like I said, when I say progress, I'm talking about the progress that all them folks couldn't handle. I told y'all the truth, right? No, that was the truth. Every time I used to go work out in Gold's Gym, right, folks was always jelly of me. And they would talk behind my back. And then they'd start doing the same thing. To see y'all run the same program every time. And it has to do with the internet because the people on the internet think they know me. Right. So they follow me around the internet and worried about what I'm doing all the time. So then they start talking to each other. This is what y'all do. I'm saying the truth. And then all of a sudden they start making up stuff out of thin air, out of the blue, start making up rumors, lies, a bunch of, just false premises that don't exist because they in their feelings. Because every time that people even witness me work out, they saying, man, he on a whole nother level. Why don't you just be humble and be like, man, I need to go up to him and ask him, how do you do it? How can I get to that level? See, that's a big difference between, education and, the
Blue coming out with some fucking English language here. Antithesis. I haven't heard that word in a long time. Nicely done. Look at that grammar.
Opposite. It's a big difference between the valley and the rest of the world. A lot of it has to do with not overcompensating. See, what folks don't get is I was never wrong. I'm right. And I'm showing people the right way to go. I'll tell you one thing I ain't never done, which is worry about somebody else and their progress ever.
I was on the $5.
You understand? I'm going to keep progressing. I'm going to keep building. I'm going to keep doing what I need to do for me. See, I'm not concerned. I'm not in the business of your feelings. I'm not concerned with how folks feel about me. I'm not concerned with how folks feel about my success. You got to try to catch up. I own billions in equity, mansion in the state, over 2,000 in jewelry, 530 on my wrist, got your piss, mineral rights, oil royalties, and my own call that I pay over $100 for every
getting
month.
Fired up.
I'm the meaning of wealthy. I made and spent more money than your entire government combined. I had bank accounts with over $300,000 in it, Wody. It ain't nothing. I made millions every year consecutively, independent capital. See, folks don't get, this ain't undercover boss. I am the boss. That's why, like I said, you saw me go from $0 to $2 to $5.50, right? And then, like I said, I've been spending and making money this entire time. I got down to like 400. Now I'm already back to like 520. Is that not crazy? After I paid a $55 phone bill again. You understand? I'm telling you,
His
folks
Joey
sleeping
math
on me. What happens when I get
crazy.
to $1,000 here? Because I'll tell you what, it's kind of looking like I'm well on my way. That was my thing. I know what
More
these
money
folks
he
want from me. They
spends
don't want
right
me to
now, the
have
more
nothing. They don't
money
want me
he
to
has.
have much. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Like these folks don't want to see me win. They never have. You think these so-called women, especially in the Valley, want to see me win? No. They all subscribe to my channel. I ain't seen a single one of y'all contribute one dime or red cent. So what they watching me for? What are you watching me for? But you gonna still go pay a trainer over $100 so they can teach you nothing. That's how y'all do things. Exactly. And it ain't just here, it's everywhere. Y'all want to just, give away money for nothing, for nonsense, when I hold 339 tangible world records, and it will continue. That amount will do nothing but a lot accrue and go up, baby. I don't have to make up nothing. What do you mean? Like, it's all on camera, bro. Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and the reason why I keep counting them, right? Like when it says vertical to lateral lift hold or longest hold time, is because I keep outdoing myself, brother, because there ain't no such thing as competition. I'm competing with myself. Because the truth is, none of you could hold a candle to me in the entire world. I told you, I used to travel in my truck. Okay. Even when I lived in my truck, I used to travel in my truck manually throughout the country and go compete at gyms. I wasn't competing like with people for real. I was competing in my own mind. You understand? But any gym I ever went to, I competed with everyone around me. Not in like a sense of like, anything else. Just,
I think we have it documented. It's just fucking stupid, fucking shitty watch. It's like $30-$40. Nothing.
Within my mind, that's how I am. You have to be competitive to get better. So I look, see what somebody's doing. Okay, let me outdo that. I set the world record for dumbbell curls at 90 pounds, bro. Okay, when I was fresh out of jail, I remember I was training. I went to it was the True Fit in McAllen. Got out of jail, fresh out of jail, went over there, curled 90 pounds fresh out of jail, bro. Are you serious, man? Come on, bro. And I did it with a technique that's totally different, that I've only seen about one person in the world since then use my technique. And they were still doing it a little bit differently, kind of, but it's like some hidden knowledge that people don't know about. But I mean, I put it out there. I talked about it, you know what I mean? But it's not just the knowledge, it's knowing what you're doing and having the discipline to keep training, and having the willpower and the strength to actually do it and put it into practice. Like I said, it was a Mason who taught me that stuff. He was a Mason, right? And he's the one who told me about it. And I went and utilized it and used it. And I ended up actually setting the world record for dumbbell curls. You know what I mean? So what do you mean? You know what I mean? And like, it is what it is. Like he was a really strong dude too. He would be out curling and out doing everybody in the gym. And I was learning from him. You know what I mean? Because I was strong as hell too. Don't get me wrong. But we were doing kind of different workouts a lot of time. Like every day we do different workouts, different sets, different, groups, different things. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Like people don't understand. Like if you put me in an environment that's like totally different, where I have everything and I'm good and I have what I need and I can do what I need to do, I'm going to excel even more quickly. You understand? Like that's the thing though. Like what would be the purpose at this point? Like calisthenics is way harder than the gym. I just had my other homie just tell me that. He agreed and said that on his own the other day. And I'm like, yeah, and it translates to the gym. Like the people in the gym can't do what I do. You understand? There's a reason for that. If you put me in a gym, I fill out quicker. I get a lot bigger immediately. I look huge.
If you put me
That's what people don't
homeless,
get, because it's a different kind of workout. It's working muscles a different way. It's different muscles. You're able to, you're able to just.
That's one of my best things. Favorite things this year is the progression of the value of the garbage bicycles. They keep getting in value. That I just bought this for $40. Now it's worth $100. Now they're worth fucking $200 each one of them. Now I got 7 bikes and I got $2,400 worth of bicycles that don't exist.
Incorporate everything so it's different muscle groups. You know what I'm saying? But that's my thing. Like y'all act like this is so difficult or such a science. Like my deal is, what I'm realizing is, I mean, I don't have to keep doing this all the time.
Isn't that great? I mean, the old saying, if you never lie, you don't have to worry about the words that come out of your mouth. But when Joey lies, he remembers every single bit of it. And that truly is that's pretty good. I mean, I'll give him credit for that. Shit, keeping track of all your lies, that's fucking astonishing.
I really want to focus on the financial aspect, and I want to get this expanded. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm there with the training. I mean, the training is there. It's on point. You know what I mean? I'm there with the strength levels, you know what I mean? And I maintain them, but, you know, we got to kind of forget about that for a minute too. We're not going to totally forget about it. Of course, we'll keep doing it. But I'm saying we already.
Yeah. I don't even think he's looking at his phone right now. He's got it sitting down somewhere and he's just pacing back and forth. He's not even looking at his phone. But dude, fucking, you've been killing it.
Got that figured out. I can maintain that no matter what, even if I take time off, even if it's a lot of time off, I can come right back and I got muscle memory and my body already knows what I'm doing. You understand? That's why I kept training like this. That's why I kept building. I'm actually probably going to be training harder. Okay. For the reason that I want to get a lot quicker, because quickness is everything. Speed and quickness is what the game is all about, especially in what I'm doing, you know, and like I said, I'm a real ninja and samurai. I'm really Batman. A lot of people forget that Batman is a ninja and a samurai. That you can see it when you look at this. I mean, look, you can see even what looks like the belt or whatever he's got, right? You can see how it looks like a martial arts thing, right? It all looks like the same principle of the monks and all that because that's what it is. That's what I am. So folks got to understand. Y'all talk about Bruce Lee, like I said. I mean, you know, I believe in myself. I'm competitive as hell. I don't believe that Bruce Lee could hold a candle to me. I just don't. I don't think he was anywhere close, especially relative to actual martial arts. You know, now his little, you know, show that he put on, I think that was cool. I don't know. I'm sure there's stuff he does that I couldn't do, but I think there's stuff that I do that he couldn't do as well. I'll tell you one thing I've never seen Bruce Lee do is lifts on a dip bar, picking his whole body up vertical in the air. Never seen him do that. Never seen any of the martial artists really do that because they don't train like me. And see, I'm a genius and I was smart enough because it was easy for me. It came naturally like I do to incorporate every element of this. So I always incorporated strength training with martial arts. So I'm telling you, the minute that they put me back in a gym, you're going to see me fill out immediately. I'm going to look huge and I'm going to get a lot stronger really quick. Okay. Because the calisthenics, what I've realized, it doesn't build up the strength like that because it's a different kind of training, but it builds up a different strength that you need that then is applicable to the gym. But I'm realizing you do need the gym. You really do, because it gives you an edge.
I am not a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I mean, we have talked to some psychologists this year a couple times. We have shrouded that. Do you think he honestly believes his own lies, or deep down, do you think he knows he's full of shit? I think it's a combination of the two. Because if he says it, he thinks it's real. I mean, you lie. I mean, Metallica lies so much you believe yourself, right?
Edge, and it allows your muscles to really rebuild the right way. Calisthenics is for actual implementing of strength. It's not going to show like that. It's going to show
holier than thou.
You know, that's what folks don't get. You know, a lot of people, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not concerned about none of that. I'm not trying to look anyway. I already look amazing. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about looks. I'm worried about what's applicable. I'm a martial artist.
Lickable.
You understand? So like I said, that's what I'm going to be working on next is the speed. I might start running. There's going to be different things, a lot of conditioning for my knuckles, wrists, forearms, hands, all that, right? Everything, bro. All across the board, buddy. You know what I mean? We do this for real. Like I said, you see me learn all these different kicks quick as hell. I'm like Neo. I just download the program because I am Neo in the Matrix. I'm the chosen one. I'm the anointed one. I'm the chosen one, bro. You understand? So that's the thing. Like when somebody thinks quicker than everybody, it makes me a lot more difficult to stop or to hold a candle to or come close to. That's why these folks are always in their feelings. I mean, come on. That's the meaning of being powerless when you're typing. Come on. Acknowledge my point. Let's move on. See, I'm hardwired to keep moving quick. That's what people don't understand. I'm hardwired to keep moving quick. I don't slow down for nobody and nothing. I move fast. Everything I do is fast. You know, it's just the truth. I've been like that forever. I was like that in most of my relationships. You know what I mean? Like, I'd explain it to people. I move fast. I live fast. I move fast. It's just how I am. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, and Batman always moves fast, right? This isn't a car. You know what I mean? Like, he's always on the move. And the Batpaw next, like, yeah, because your mind is working quicker. That's what people don't understand. Like, it's a different train of thought. So, first of all, like I said, as far as being tough, we know who's tough, right? These folks, you can tell they're just all going through it. Again, that's between you and God. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I wish all of you the best. I got nothing but love in my heart for everybody. Anybody who come to this chat, everybody. You understand? That's besides the point of everything else. I got love for everybody, man.
It's getting emotional.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, you know, I focus on me.
He's going to cry.
You know what I mean? I focus on me and I stay true to the game and I make sure that, you know, I know what I'm doing for me. You know, give me 1 second here. Hold on.
Hold up. What up, that guy?
He's got love, man. Love in his heart.
I love when you show up when Joey's just getting emotional.
I love you, man.
Give me my feels. I appreciate you, brother. Speaking of, I gotta apologize. Haven't mailed your peppers off yet.
No, you lying bastard.
I know. I just wanted to wait for the holidays to get over with so I don't have to stand in line.
I had such high hopes.
No, I got you, dude. I just want, dude, every time I fucking drive by, I'm like, hell no. Oh, hold up. You picked a perfect time to go.
That's right. When I show up, he's going to put some respect on my name. He's going to shut up.
All right.
Specka. Hold up.
And that's delicious.
So what bathroom do you think he's sitting next to right now? He's got fucking a Gatorade.
That watermelonade.
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 And this one's in the can.
Can. The toilet? Toilet-aid? Oh, I got to write that down.
Remember, I get to drink watermelonade because I'm successful. That's right. Only super, ultra, mega successful people get to drink this watermelonade. I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing, that penguin's in his feelings. He's in his feelings, man. They are all in their feelings over my success, and they don't get, I'm just loving it, man. I love that you and your feelings. I realized how you talk. You talk backwards. So like I said, I mean, you just tell me you and your feelings every day. I mean, like I said, who won? Who always wins? Because I'm
Gatorade
righteous. I won fair and square. I win the right way. Like I said, and there was never a competition, brother. All them competitions don't exist. That's just something all y'all going through. You feel me? Real talk. That's what I'm saying. Some folks just be, you know, like, I don't know, like it's just a lot of stuff that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? And some folks just be holding on to stuff that ain't there. That's the best way I can say it.
Yeah, Blue, you never hear anyone say that. You know what? I could go for a nice cold, crisp can of Gatorade.
Because clearly they don't got nothing else and don't got nothing else going on. But it's all about progress, man. Progress is the name of the game.
That's great.
And I'll tell you one thing, these narcissists, the number one thing that they can't stand is seeing you progress. Narcs cannot handle progress, man, and I know it. That's the thing. So like every day I make sure I progress. So like I said, 339 world records, like billions in equity, mansion in the state over 2,000, 530 on my wrist, got your piss, mineral rights, oil royalties, my own car that I pay over $100 for every month.
What do you want to give if we're going to be
like I said, sold 50 acre properties for over $100K, $100,000, made millions every year consecutively, independent capital. It ain't nothing. Had bank accounts with over $300,000. I got documented receipts for everything. What are you talking about?
All right, let's go back to
I've
normal
been
speed.
through it all, brother, seen it all, done it all. That's why I'm able to have nothing and bounce back, as I just described and depicted and even gave you factual numbers of and for. So again, what's up? How y'all feeling tonight? How's it going coping with my success?
Doing all right. Getting knee deep.
Oh man, look,
doing all right, Joey. Been getting knee deep in Christmas gifts that were, well, you know, given to us that we celebrate with each other. Unlike people that are homeless on Christmas. Did you guys have a good Christmas, that guy?
I am eating leftover Christmas dinner right now.
What'd you have?
A ham, turkey, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole.
Hell yeah.
Some
If you think you mad
Stuffing.
right now, you about to be more angry. We've got them angry. We've twiggered they ways. You know what the next check just read? We up over $199, folks. That's right. Oh, I love it. 199. Can you imagine? I keep telling you folks, while y'all sleeping on me, I'm making moves. While y'all sleeping on me, I'm working
Is
hard.
that a brown sugar honey ham or just a standard spiral?
Yeah, it came from the Honey Baked Ham Company, so it's
Hell
got
yeah.
the brown sugar on it.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. We up over $199 for that next check. Who can hold a candle to me? Let's get real, bro. It's starting to get like that. You know, on a platform that pay 100th of a cent for over 1,000 views, and it's starting to sound like the way 50 Cent was talking, but he a Mason, he was lying. He lied about money every time. He went bankrupt for a reason. Okay, all them excuses about, oh, it's chapter 11 and this and that, and excuse. Oh, I'm restructuring my finances. You're a Mason. You don't own nothing. You don't have no finances to restructure in the first place, little homie.
Not a goddamn thing.
Like I said, they teach you to protect your assets when you get rich. When you get rich, it becomes a game of you hear people talk, oh, this person got this car. Look, they got that car. They got this. They got that. So when you young, like I was in my 20s, you know, and I was a, millionaire at 16. You know, when I dropped out or didn't drop when I finished high school, 4.2 GPA, top 10 of my class, diploma
Finished
distinction.
high school. Almost said
What are
he
you
dropped
talking
out.
about? Dropped out of college, multi-millionaire, 3.3.
And it has not been proven there is any record of that anywhere, correct?
Nope.
4 GPA, didn't buy any books ever. Stopped going to class completely because they don't teach at UTB. Tell me when I'm lying. Man, y'all don't get it, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. All them folks support me. My friend, he's going to college. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you right now, my name is a big deal amongst college students. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a big deal. There's a lot of people who are in college who I think listen to me, watch me, follow me in my channel. And honestly, I wish that, because
If you have a fraternity or specifically a fraternity, if you guys have a couch, I could sleep on your beds there. That'd be great.
people like that, that go to school, they have a mind to think. And that's the thing, is the truth is that the colleges and the schools, they really just waste your time. The diploma means nothing. It's a piece of paper. The companies are already, passing policies, creating policies where they're not going to hire millennials because they're spoiled and entitled. This is fact.
What's up,
And I just
Chenzo?
honestly wish that I had the help of a lot of people who are really smart and can think.
Gotta
And I
give
just know
Chenzo
that,
a wrench.
college students are, usually fairly intelligent. So, I wish that there was more college students, and maybe there will be, that want to step up to help me with the Batman project. I want everyone to help me.
I gotta give Chenzo a managing moderator.
You know what I mean? That can help me and back me financially. But yeah, my homie's in college, the one who's been, actually, by my side this whole time, helping me to do what I'm doing. Like, he's one of the only people who's done something and done a lot. Yeah, he's in college. So I mean, that's the thing folks don't get. Like, and God told me at one point, he told me to go back to school, I think. But I gotta see, I gotta figure all that out. You know what I mean? I would love to, but there's some stuff holding me
You
back,
want a
so I
link
gotta
there,
figure that out.
Chenzo? I'll send you.
And again, it's money. I need money, but it's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Here, I'll
quite a
get you on
bit. So
Facebook.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, right now I'm just trying to get money so I can keep on doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I didn't choose all this; it chose me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I want everyone to back and support me, man. If you listen to me and you feel like you can help me in what I'm doing, by all means, brother, please do. We'll talk.
15 amen. Chenzo, if you want a link, I fucking sent you one on there on Facebook.
Especially financially. Because that's the main thing is just money. I need money. You know, that's what I keep trying to explain to people. But it's good to see some of the community kind of back me and support me on some level because a lot of them have. It's good to see people have a good attitude. And clearly, I think they know what I'm doing a little or they see that I'm struggling. And, I'm still struggling. Don't get it wrong or confused. I'm still struggling. It's still hard as hell. But that's the thing. I got a long way to go. I'm just starting. I need all the financial support and financial help and financial backing I can get. That's why I do this. I do this to get paid, brother. I'm a content creator. I survive off of donations.
Don't cry.
You know what I mean? And I know people have to respect the hustle because I'm a hustler for real and I've proven it in front of you. And I'm just getting started. Like I said,
Well,
this is
what's up,
nothing.
Fino?
I got to get, as far as I've come and as much as I've accomplished in such a quick time
I
period.
love this when he's just walking back and forth in a fucking public bathroom, fucking the echoing back and forth pinging. And he just talks himself into crying for the last 2 weeks. It's just been fucking great.
Which is absolutely incredible. With God, by the way.
15 man.
I still have such a long way to go. I got a long way to go, man. I'm trying to get my hands on, $5,000, $10,000 plus at least. I want to get to 20, 30 grand again. You know what I mean? Where I can move around and do what I want to do. Like, honestly, I can't wait to have money. I can't. I was just thinking today, I was just thinking about it. I'm like, I'm sorry, but there's parts and times of when I had money, when I could do what I want to do that I just miss. You know what I mean? I just miss having that freedom. You know what I mean? Like real talk. And I used to love it and I did appreciate it and it was fun, but I was moving too fast. Now I know what they mean. Like when they say like, slow down. You know what I'm saying? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or
Howdy,
nothing
howdy,
at all, but I think you're moving too fast. I grew up on that song fast.
Fuck yeah, Fino. I went to school with Jason Waterfalls.
So, for me, I just want to stay focused, man. You know what I mean? I want to stay focused and keep pushing. But that's the thing with me. Every day is a blessing. Here, hold up real quick.
Hold up.
But yeah, every day is a blessing, man. I look at every day like what's going to happen today, basically. That's the thing. Every day is new for me. Like I look at it like, how is God going to bless me today? Because
All right, I got to rip a piss. Yeah.
I already know He's going to. Isn't that amazing? Like that's what people don't get. Like everything I've done is all faith. Everything I've done, every move I've made, any progress I've made is off the strength of God. Make sure you get that understood. I'm a real man of God, man of faith. I mean, I had to have faith today trying to get by those dogs today. And trust me, it was scary as hell. That wasn't no game today. That was not no game. And you see what's going on. You know why they're doing that. You know why it's happening, bro. Come on, man. Get real, bro. I've walked these routes almost every day now for years. Okay, come on, bro. You know why they doing what they doing. Come on, man. Think. You know what I mean? And it makes me wonder, because, these folks be having meetings because Batman is, like they're losing money because of me.
It's because they don't want you trespassing on their fucking property.
Do you understand that? Do you understand that all these criminals and evil folks and, illegal organizations and underground illegal organizations, they're losing money because of Batman. That's how real it is, homie.
Yeah, because
So
you're
you got to
shoplifting.
really think what's going on. That's all I'm saying. At some point, you got to acknowledge how real this is, man. I'm the real deal. I'm really Batman. And that's the thing I realized with God is it's like he put me in the right environment to train me and get me ready in all these hardships and, struggles and the trials and tribulations that I've been through. It's to get me ready for the next phase. Tell me when I'm lying. That's the truth. So for me, I just want to do a lot of research, man. I want to keep on, just learning more. That's why I'm a student of the game, like I said. And that's all I focus on, God and what I'm doing in Christina. That's it. I'm pretty simple guy, man. That's what people don't understand. Like I'm very complex, but I'm very simple at the same time. I don't need much. I just want to be happy. You know what I mean? I just, like I said, for me right now, the goal is money because I know that money is going to change the game.
I
But
don't need
like I
much.
said, I believe in God. I don't really care about money. You know what I mean? I just, I know God is going to help me to do it. He's helped me and he's brought me this far. So he's going to keep on bringing me the whole way straight up.
God to give me money.
But that's my focus right now because, like I said, I want to better my life.
Easy.
I want freedom, man. I want financial freedom. That's what folks don't get. I want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And that's the thing. When I go hard with this, with my business and what I'm doing, this is why these evil folks is all in their feelings. That's why they do what they do. That's why they keep, crashing out, tripping out. They in their feelings. They in the chat room typing. They over here. They over there. They talking about this. They talking to this person. They losing it over little old me because they know that every time I'm on here, like Pac said, I'm speaking the truth. Every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. So what I'm doing, like Pac said, what did he say? What I'm doing is what? I know what I'm doing. What I'm doing is what? Exactly what Pac said. You understand? That's what folks got to understand. And like I said, every time they see me on here, they know, oh, he getting paid to talk. They not getting paid to talk. Majority of them. You know what I mean? And everything they do is unfair and they cheated everything. None of them did it straight up. I did it genuinely. I earned this. What do you mean? I built this business from scratch. I worked hard as hell every single day right in front of you. What are you talking about? I did this all genuinely. All my subs are genuine. All my views are genuine. I did this genuinely, brother. And that takes heart and it takes hard work and it takes courage. These are just characteristics and attributes that y'all just don't have, to be quite frank. Like real talk.
Real talk. Sticky doing that thug life there. What's up, brother? Applause for Sticky TT6.
Y'all think the game is easy. Like I said, y'all want to take the shortcut for everything.
If y'all didn't wish Sticky TT6 a happy birthday on December 24th, you'd be doing yourself a disservice. You might as well want to give him applause.
And what you don't understand is in the process of taking the shortcut, you end up not getting blessed and not getting your blessing.
There it is.
You understand? And your success is always, short-lived, because how are you going to have long-lasting success if you don't listen to God and don't learn every part of the spectrum along the way? I'm telling you, it's all about quickness, man. The whole game is about quickness. Batman is quick as hell. He kind of like the Flash. Real talk. I honestly, I can see the comparison and the similarities.
Fucking
You know what I mean?
around.
Like Batman is quick, bro. That's what y'all don't understand. That's what you don't know.
Zippity,
like I said,
zippity clippity clop, zippity clippity clopping round the bend.
We're not living the same, homie. We're not moving the same. We don't think the same. We don't do anything the same. Me, as opposed to regular folks, regular people, regular human beings, regular civilians,
right?
We don't have anything in common, bro. I'm not saying anything. I have things in common with people.
Yeah, dude, you got any weed, man? Yeah, all I got is regs right now. You want some?
People like you might like baseball. I like baseball. But I'm an actual superhero that runs the streets and a 6'3" bat that comes out at nighttime, okay, and literally runs Gotham. We're not the same, brother.
That's that's that guy. It says that guy. It says that guy. We're in family form tonight. Dogs and cats and what was it? Bucktooth beavers? Yeah.
It's just hilarious, you know. But like I said, I mean that's the thing. I think I might have grown too. I was like 6'2", bro. I'm telling you. I thought they said they measured me at 6'3" one day. I don't know. It could be something's wrong with the measurement. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with it because I like the sound of it. You know what I mean? But I know for sure I'm 6'2" with shoes on. I
Probably
know that for a
6'4".
fact. You know, but like, come on, bro. Like, I just keep progressing. I keep progressing. I
Bathroom.
keep on, you know, advancing. I keep on evolving. I keep on ascending. I keep on expanding. Truthfully. And I get stronger and stronger.
I want
Like
to
I
eat
said,
some
the inertia
frooms.
pull ups, those are all real, doing more of those all the time. I keep on pushing the envelope. I could have done more today, but they keep having all they folks like dancing around the phone and the camera. So it makes me nervous because I don't want them going in front of my camera and my video. And it's really been difficult because there's been a lot of people out there lately, and it's really making it hard to
That's
do what I
been
need to do, you know, but there's nothing I can do about it. So you got to just, you know, hope for the best with that. But usually when I'm out there by myself or there ain't too many people out there, that's when it's best. And, you know, I don't have any distractions and I can really like meditate while I'm working out and training and I can really like take it to the next level because
and I can fill up my air mattress. Try at least, and I can sleep for the night in between the men's and the ladies' bathroom door area awning.
work on getting to that flow
Where I'm
state and then
hanging
I
out
push
right
it
now.
further. See, folks don't get it's like I'm a whole ninja. I don't even look at it the way you look at it. I don't even look at it as I'm out there working out. It's all spiritual. That's what people don't get. It's spiritual, just like training martial arts is spiritual. Everything being a ninja, all that is spiritual. That's what people don't get. Even when I'm, you know, doing what I'm doing, them lifts and stuff on the dip bars, it's spiritual. You know, it's all energy. So I'm harnessing my energy and then I'm picking up and lifting.
He wouldn't be talking about the bars and all the workout equipment and all that shit if he wasn't there right now.
That's the thing. You know what I mean? And I feel like it
I
all
bet
brings
my
me closer
crusty
to
ball sack
God.
on
I
it.
talk to God while I train, you know, and all the pain that
Your
I go
rusty,
through and
trusty
feel
ball
with
sack?
it, I just
Crusty, trusty ball sack. Yes, sir.
feel it brings me closer to God. I really do. That's why I love it so much because I've always loved it. Like that's the thing. Even when we were, you know, dealing with that church group and all that, they would notice I'm always working out. You know why? Because that's one of my forms of prayer.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like real talk. So it's like, you know, a lot of people think prayer is just prayer. I mean, prayer is powerful. Don't get me wrong. It's amazing. And I do that too. And I need to
But
work on meditation as well, you know, but I kind of do meditate in my own way. And I
So if
also,
Joey's
like
the
I
son
said,
of
my form
God,
of
do you
prayer,
think he prays to himself?
mm, do they toss ideas back and forth between Jesus and Craig? I mean,
I don't know.
they get like a whiteboard out, you know, and say,
Till
"Hey,
they do
toss."
shrouds.
God damn it!
is the training, the running, the walking, prayer
Bum 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 bum. Doing.
walks.
I
That
hate
is
you,
my
dude.
form of prayer. That's my time to clear my mind and do what I need to do. So I'm just saying, a lot of people don't get it. Like with me, that's what I'm working on. Like when they
Don't break my
say,
character.
when Morpheus tells Neo, you know, free your mind, that's what it's all about. And that stuff
I
is
gotta
real.
write it
That's
down.
not fake.
Doing
That's what
shreds.
people don't get. Like this is really a matrix, I believe. I'm starting to really think it more and more every day. I've always thought it. You know, I just, even if it wasn't whatever it is, I just knew that knowledge is power. And that's why I acquired knowledge. And,
Power.
you know, a lot of these folks think it's just, oh, you hear something, learn something, and now, you know, now you've mastered it all, like Mike Saha. And that's not how it works. You have to know what you're talking about and you have to be able to put it into practice and it has to be effective. It has to work. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of folks just don't know how to do that because they don't know what they're talking about because everything is, you know, somebody else's idea or concept, right? And that's what folks like that do.
That's what they do. Cannabis Goddess 8173. Howdy, Sheriff and fellow perps. Doing well. Although I do have to make a PSA right now. We're having a funeral in current time. My vape pen battery just shit the bed. It won't recharge anymore. It's finally died. Now I got to fucking unscrew the card off, and I have no other battery backup. So I'm flying solo on flour. Pray for me.
Listen to people like me and then, try to use our concepts that we were teaching. You're not going to get anywhere like that. You're not going to succeed like that. It's just common sense, brother. You got to be original. You have to think for yourself.
When we're done
Just like
here,
you
I'll
can't
do
get
some
on here every
push-ups.
day
That's my form of prayer.
and be fake and then expect to have real results. And that's exactly why you're not succeeding. And I know none of you are getting real results. But yeah, like, hold up. Give me a second.
Did he say Mimi a second?
But yeah, like I said, man, it's not difficult. It's not complicated. But this is what I do, man. Like I said, I funded the Batman project out of my pocket, going on almost 3 years. Coming up in April, March, May time, somewhere around there. It's amazing, man.
What is it with these dates? Like, okay, we go through it all the time. A hotel room every night and every other night. Now it's like I've been going on the Batman year coming up now, March, April, May. It's just weird sets of time frames and shit like that. And we're coming up almost a year removed. I think it was January of this year when he says, yeah, we're coming up on 2 years, January, February. I don't know what comes after February or some shit like that. You remember that?
Yeah, he likes to remember anniversaries are very important to him.
Yeah, but not specific to the month. Yeah.
No, just ballpark anniversaries.
Ballpark within the quarter of the year.
I don't know. I don't know if it's been more time than that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look again and try to reevaluate that, like when I really got started with this. But I know it's been a minute.
I think Negasonic has the
Time
exact
to
date.
me, I thought was going slow. Then it's like I lose track of time. So I don't know. But like I said,
Lose track of
7
time
bicycles
zones.
and inventory, all $200 to $300 each. I paid cash for them out
Could
my
you?
own pocket.
Okay, what time zones when you lose track of time zones
Not
are by
just time.
3 fucking months?
But whole fucking zones.
Holy shit! A whole quarter of a year of a time zone. How
That's
many?
a pretty big zone. That's more
How
of a.
many? Go
That's
ahead.
like
Go ahead.
losing multiple hemispheres.
Okay, so how many hours is it around the sun? 24?
Yeah, I mean each time zone's an hour.
So how many fucking laps around the fucking rotations of the earth in 3 months would it take for goddamn it? This is so retarded.
Problem, $1,300 bat cycle, fixed it twice. I put about 1,300 into it in total. More than that, in total. But that's my thing. Like, folks be focused on the wrong things. I'm
Numbers.
focused on the right things. I have my priorities in order. You know what I mean? Like I said, being Batman is difficult.
It
A
is.
lot of resources get expended. You have to create your own budget, and that's the thing people got to understand. Like, I'm doing everything right. What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with going broke. What are you talking about? That's the point.
There's
You think I didn't
nothing wrong
know
with
that
going
was going to happen when I came down here? Oh, I knew. And I had the self-confidence and self-belief, and I was crazy enough, like 50 Cent said, there I go quoting 50 again, to believe that I would exist up to this point. I was crazy enough to believe that with nothing and nobody, I could still rebuild. And guess what? With God, I've just done that. I've told y'all for decades that I can always rebuild, always. And that's the thing. You have to go through that. You have to go to rock bottom. You have to go broke because if you don't, you're never going to learn the crucial, necessary parts, okay,
of going
of
broke.
life, of success, and the building blocks to be able.
Hey, that guy, what if I always ask you, I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot here. What would be one of the necessary requirements to going broke?
The requirements is to not have anything.
Fair enough.
And rebuilding, he's talking about how it's like how easy it is for him to rebuild. It's like, yeah, when you've got absolutely nothing and somebody hands you $5 and you consider that rebuilding, then yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's sometimes it's cheaper to break down the whole foundation of the building than it is to keep putting patchwork on it.
To come up and come back way stronger,
Stay
way
it.
better, and completely in alignment and completely on point. And that's the truth. You understand? That's my whole thing, man. You know, I see what it is in the world. That's why I don't proclaim or glorify the things y'all do. It's all weakness, all of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, no, I want better for women. I want better for dudes. I want better for everyone, man, because people are being taught that weakness is strength and strength is weakness. That's the issue. That's why folks are always in their feelings, always emotional, always angry, and then they think that, you know, people care when they don't, or they think that, you know, now they're powerful and now they're someone. I mean, like I said, we got folks who jelly at me. I mean, that's not empowerment, that's disempowerment. Disempowerment, fella.
Disinfectant is what you're trying to say, Joey.
You can feel any way you want. If you're upset at my success, that's me winning. That's weakness on your part and strength on mine, correct? Exactly. So that next check is up over $199. Let me say it real clear for you. That next check is up over $199.
100. Does it sound like he's talking in slow motion because he's at normal speed right now?
The next
All
check
and
is
strength on mine.
199.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewind it. Listen.
Correct, exactly. So that next check is up over $199. Let me say it real clear for you. That next check is up over $199 off pure hard work. Why would you ask me how I did it when I worked for every dime that I make? It's pretty clear how I did it. I wasn't like you, worried about other people. I wasn't pocket watching. I wasn't trolling in a chat. I wasn't making 8 million fake accounts. I was working hard as hell every day while you wanted to discourage me from working hard as hell, correct? Because that's what it takes. And guess what? That's what a real man does. A real man works hard and he doesn't work jobs. He works jobs to get to a certain point, invests in himself like I always did. That's why I always invested in stocks, buddy. And a real man works until he builds something of his own, creates something of his own to where he ends up working for himself.
Yeah, it's kind of like working. You get money, and then by the time you cash your check out of the bank, there's like a campfire that's right there where you drop all the money right there when you walk out the door. That's basically what you do.
As a real man, that is the path that everyone wants to go. And you got people quitting their 9 to 5s because they want to be social media, you know, gurus and content creators and all these terms y'all throw around like nothing that don't even apply to the majority of you because there's not a single content creator on here. What content do you create? I ain't seen no content in years. What do you mean?
I do have Sheriff Songs, the Perp 2, volumes 1, 2, 3, 4. Volume 5 is currently in the works with the first song, Homeless for Holiday. That will be on the track. So doesn't mean anything to me or anyone else, but I got that going.
That's a lot of content.
It is. Oh, I got over 3 hours worth of content. Of just
got
music.
that going for me, which is pretty nice.
Fucking stupid.
See, folks don't want to sit down with me and have an interview and a talky talk because I'm going to say the facts and not sugarcoat it. and you just can't deal with them. Like I said, brother, I've seen and made more money than anyone. I've made and spent millions of dollars every year consecutively. Everything I'm kicking is facts. What is you talking about? I was always in the clubs. I like what? What? Like, brother, I always had, women around me. I ain't concerned about that.
Sounds
See,
like
that's
you
the
have the Coke
difference.
machine around
You know what I mean? Y'all don't seem to get the point. We in a different day and age now. Whatever I'm doing, you should be following. If you see me by myself, you should take my example and listen. You know what I mean? If you see me trying to make the right decisions,
by my
things just happen that out of my control. It happens. But with what I can do and what I can control, I try to do the best I can. I'm not trying to be in control of anything. Just like I let people be free and do what they want, I let the universe do what it wants.
I want to
I
be
let
Pharaoh.
God do what he wants. I put my faith in God and I give it to God, and that's it, just like I just did. What do you mean?
He's crying again.
So, like I said, I don't worry about much because I'm good with God. I'm good. You know what I mean? I know God got me. That's what people don't understand. You know what I mean? I'm God's favorite for a reason, man. You understand? So, like I said, I
For
mean,
raisins.
It ain't all about money. We just need money because that's going to help me to better my life. That's what I'm saying. It goes so much farther with me.
Usually how that works.
See,
but
regular people, they'd be like, oh, $500. Well, I mean, that can't get you nothing. I mean, that's crazy to me because not a single one of you has $500 right now. Not one of you. That's what they do. They talk completely opposite set tone of force of what they believe and what reality is. And in the same moment, do the exact opposite. And then wonder why none of them succeed. The whole country is living off the government or on Section 8. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
So,
Everybody renting. Everybody is on the same thing. I'm not. We're totally different. We're not the same. So what do you mean? I understand the concept of ownership. I understand the concepts I teach are real. When I told you rich is a state of mind, that's real talk, homie. Everything's proven in front of you. I'm the teacher. You can learn from me. If you can't learn, what does that have to do with me? I'm just the teacher. I'm the messenger. You understand? Don't feel some way about what I'm saying. Get up and make a change. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? Even when I was in my feelings, even when I'm angry,
you're in your feelings right now. That's why you're mentioning your feelings.
Or I feel anyway, I still get up and I still work hard and keep going and persevering. Do I not?
Okay. The only thing he worked at today was walking back and forth and playing the floor is lava, but instead of lava being dogs, jumping a fence, trespassing, trying to shoplift, but being monitored by anti-shoplifting people, fucking whatever, get out of the store. That's pretty much it, Joey.
That's the difference. So yeah, next check up over $199. I mean, you can't be serious. Do you see what's happening here? What's transpiring? I told you we're gonna get over that 200 mark too. I told you that was my goal, and I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? It's the 26th. We still got a couple of days left in the month. I know you, Matt. I know you and your feelings. These folks ain't making a dime, not a red cent, not a penny. And they watching me get rich, drinking my watermelonade.
Forgot about that. Watermelonade.
I remember I had a coworker one time. I was doing temp work, and he said, "Yeah, this company, it was back in the day. It was what was it called? Staff Force. Remember? the same one that all the trolls called. I know y'all called over there and you know, basically, you know, whatever, said whatever. And that was why they stopped giving me work assignments for no reason. But it didn't matter because I already had paid off the property taxes almost completely to the point where I was able to sell the property for $100,000. I know exactly what happened and what all y'all did. You know, all the folks are convenient and evil. But my point is, he said that he was like, yeah, they made me rich and they made you broke. It was funny as hell, though. I thought it was funny. And he wasn't lying because like they gave him like more on his check, like he had some cushion. And I worked 8 million times harder than him, and he knew it. So like I still laughed. I thought it was funny as hell, though. You know what I mean? And like me, yeah, I was like being shorted and stuff. You know what I mean? So, and that's another thing too. Like anything like that with payment details with companies and stuff, all that stuff is going to come out in court. All the facts. All the facts. You know what I mean? My lawyer is going to be able to look at every little record of everything and all these companies. I'll probably have them contact and talk to all them companies and look at all the records for payment records.
All right.
And they're going to have to show every little digits and make sure that it adds up and then it makes sense. That's all. You know what I mean? No big deal. You know what I mean? That's all. But I thought it was pretty funny, man. It was hilarious when he told me that. I thought it was funny. And it was true at the time. You know, that was a crazy time because I would show up there and I would like not even have slept or, you know, or barely at all. And we, you know, I worked every day. I'd have to get up and, you know, I don't know if we woke up at about 3, 4 a.m. in that shelter in Austin. I'd work about 6 a.m. in the morning almost every day, or I would try to go find work. I pushed that entire year. I slept in bathrooms in places. I did whatever the hell I had to do.
Projection clearly as you're crying, preaching from the middle of a public bathroom.
Was with me because I don't know how in the hell, you know, I never ran into any real problems when I did that. I mean, I'm talking about slept in bathrooms and would wake up and people would be where I was at. And I'd wake up like, hi, and they'd be like, good morning. Like they knew what I was doing. Yeah, and I think they knew that there was a reason why I was doing it. And, you know, the dude was just cool. So he didn't trip.
They knew what I was doing.
You know, other people would have, but he didn't. He was cool. You know, so people like that I appreciate. You know what I mean? But yeah.
You appreciate fucking people waking you up in a public bathroom.
I appreciate people, you know, having a conversation with me as I'm waking up while they're taking a shit.
Oh my God. Admitting this. This is
like, yeah, no, I'd go in there. What was it? I'd go in there
dude,
around
I need to take
1,
a shit.
2, 3 in the morning. And sometimes I'd go to the club and go in there
straight
early
from
in
the restroom,
morning, take a nap, sleep till about, I don't know, 5, 6 a.m. when people start coming in again, and I'd get up.
He tries to stand up and his legs are asleep, and he just falls down in his own pile of piss because, you know, he's got no blood circulation going off. Here's a fun story. Back when I was 16, I came home drunk, not proud of it. Came home downstairs, went and took a shit in the bathroom. Fell asleep with the door open. My torso was outside the bathroom. My ass was inside the bathroom with my pants down to my knees. I just took a shit, and my sister fucking kicked me in the head to wake me up and said, "What the fuck are you doing, Sheriff?" She didn't say Sheriff. She said my name, my surname, but yeah, true story.
Up and walk out and just act like
I had rings around my ass because I had been passed out on the toilet for so long that I swear to God I have scar marks.
All right, like you'd been vacuum sealed.
Yeah,
just in there doing what I needed to do, and I had to do it at that time, you know. And I had my little Skull Candy headphones, which were super good and super cool, and I'd listen to my music and walk around at night. I've had some crazy experience.
Like pharmacy grade headphones. So they're not.
Skull Candy's good.
Is over there, man. You know, now that I look back at it, it's like, you know, the times that you don't even know you appreciate so much. You know what I mean? Like them times feel different or they feel hard, but you appreciate every little experience when you're able to now I'm finally able to relax a little bit and like be all right. And it's great just thinking back on those times.
How
Not
about
times
my
I would ever want to repeat
own
again,
air mattress?
but they were beautiful times. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. You know what I mean? Like I had a lot of experiences over there. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know. That's my thing. Like I know how Austin is, man. Austin is Austin. It's a lot of people that
All right, hold the fort. I got to piss.
I don't know. There's a lot of talking going on. You know what I mean? Folks like to, talk and this and that, and it don't mean nothing to me. I mean, that's the thing. I don't really pay attention to that. It's not really my concern. You know what I'm saying? My concern is focusing on what I'm doing and what I'm building. But I don't know. Part of me wants to go up there and see what it's going to be like, but it's just when folks ask me that, like on here, they type it in the chat, "Are you back in Austin?" I mean, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know if it's a good move. I mean, it's going to be difficult, real difficult. And it's not the old days, man. It's different now. That's what you don't get. I don't even know what's going on over there. I don't know how it's set up anymore. I have an idea. I'm sure it didn't change that much, but there's got to be some guarantees of some stuff. I might have to make some phone calls first and see what I can figure out is what I should do.
All right, I had to stop it here because this is an important thing right now. He's so scared to leave the comfort of his mom's fucking backyard, even though he's really not around there and allowed around there anymore. $92 Austin round trip. I don't know. Do you have any comments on that?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's always going to stay, even if his mom wasn't there. That's his safety zone. That's his little area where he feels psychologically safe and protected. So
yeah. But to get him there, how much is that worth?
Oh, he's going to wait for somebody else to get him there.
Exactly.
And go from there because I need some kind of like a little bit of reassurance or something to figure out what I'm going to do because I don't know, but it's definitely a thought of mine, but that's the thing. Y'all just don't get how the environment is. I mean, it's different. That's all I'll say.
So he was there, what, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago? It wasn't long ago. What is in his mind going, oh, I don't know if it's changed. So what could have possibly have changed in the past 2-3 years?
He wonders if they've forgotten that he's been trespassed from the Gregory gym and he can no longer hang out there.
It's definitely different. But I don't know. Like, got to just figure it out and see what we can do. You know what I mean? But what else other than that?
He had his dress shirt on last time there, though. That was great.
Me, I don't know. I mean,
His
the way I
baby
look, the
blue?
downloads
The gold one.
Oh, the gold one.
Yeah.
come to me, they act like I'm just going to get the money. I mean, it says you don't have to pursue this, you don't have to chase it. It's just going to come to you. And then you just make whatever decision. I mean, what decision is there to make? I've clearly made my decision. I'm in full alignment. I'm with God. I know what I'm doing, but I need the money. I mean, I just want the money. I want my money. I want what I'm owed. I want what I deserve. I want what I've earned.
I got my mind and my money and my mind and my bag.
Laid back. Sipping on watermelon juice.
My gator, what was it? Gator melons?
Gator melons. Watermelonade.
I hate talking to you because we come up with this so much ridiculous shit. Gator
I can do
melon.
everything if I have the money, but see, that's what I'm saying. I want my independent budget. That way I can go to Austin in style and do what I need to do the right way. And if I had money, I'm talking about if I was,
I'm kidding when I say,
still waiting for Christina and that took more time. And, I just came into some money. If I got some money right now, I'd go up to Austin. I mean, my first priority would be Christina, clearly, you know what I mean? But I would probably have to go to Austin for a little bit, and I would, do the same thing. I'd go to Austin even if I had some money. I would act like I didn't have a dime.
Right again.
That's what I would do. And that's the difference. When I go to Austin and I have money, I stay the hell away from everyone. When I go to Austin and I don't have any money, now that luxury, I don't have it now. Now I have to be around everything and in the middle of everything, and you don't get it. There's a lot going on out there. Okay, that's what you have to understand. Yes, I can handle anything. Yes, I'm used to it normally, but I'm not trying to go back into that.
He's crying.
Hell no. Hell no,
Hell
bro.
no.
Are you serious? For right now,
Is
as
you
well as I'm doing?
serious?
You see what I'm saying? I came a long way. That's what people don't get. I came a long way, bro, from being on them blocks all the time and, having to deal with all sorts of different stuff. And everybody talking behind my back and everyone, not really being on my side. And, I came a long way, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the so-called women out there in Austin. I mean, all they would do really is just waste my time normally. You know what I mean? It wasn't all the time. Like, it's all right, it's cool, but like, Austin just ain't really where it's at. It just ain't. It was never it for me. Now, Atlanta, I think Atlanta was cool as hell.
He
I
was
think Atlanta
all
was
about
different.
Austin
Atlanta,
pretty
you
much
could actually
most
make
of the
real
day today.
connections with
Come
folks
on
and
back to
people.
Atlanta, Joey.
Atlanta, you could go out to a club and have a wholesome
Yeah, that'd be
experience,
great.
like truly. And you could meet some people that were down to earth and real people. Georgia's different. I don't know why. Georgia's different. Like Georgia, people are built different.
See, I would stop by. I'm pretty sure you guys will let Jax hang out in the backyard or some
No.
shit. Yeah. And we just have fun.
Right. I guess because like you got to be real a little bit more in Georgia. It's just realer. I don't know. It's corrupt
Yeah,
as hell
you got to
too,
be
but
real, Joey. You can't
it's
fake your
just
shit.
realer.
Realer.
So I don't know. People really got to try to make it out there because it's like country. You know what I'm saying? So, which I relate to a lot. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I know
I
exactly
don't
what
know.
you're saying, Joey.
I guess it depends where you at. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, yeah, I don't get. I've been in all sorts of different positions. I lived in that basement in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Hell, I lived in this like, I guess it was like a garage, but it was like super cool because it was all dark. But then I got real sick. I don't know if it was because of the
Super cool
AC
'cause it
unit
was
that they had in there
dark.
with my old friend Marco
Get thrown in the hole.
Thompson. And man, I used to love it in there though. Like it
Shout
was
out
kind
to
of cool.
Marco.
It was
I
just
used to love it in there. It was
Yeah.
hold on.
I think they called it our crawl space.
Yeah. I want to listen to this again. That was kind of funny.
hell, I lived in this like I guess it was like a garage, but it was like super cool because it was all dark. But then I got real sick. I don't know if it was because of the AC unit that they had in there with my old friend Marco Thompson. And man, I used to love it in there though. Like it was kind of cool.
I
It was
loved
just
it in there.
dark and it was like it was like my little studio and that's all I had. I put my
It was
computer,
like
my
an easy
laptop
bake
up on
oven.
the table. He helped me set it up. Like I miss him, man. He seemed to care about me
Marco
to some
Thompson?
extent. You know what I
Cared
mean?
about
Because
him.
he helped me out. I mean, he's the only
Does anyone know about Marco Thompson?
I don't.
I'm writing it down. I'm gonna have to fucking look this up. Marco Thompson.
one who did that. He's the only
Could
one.
it
I
be
think it was
another
his
pet?
idea too to help me when they didn't pay me for a construction job out there in around Mableton area, and he was like, yeah, and he had John and him, and they threw money together so they could still give me
What's up,
something,
Drain Damage?
and I was tripping because I really needed that money. You know what I mean? And what they gave me, I don't remember if it was even enough, but they tried and they gave me something and it helped me, but I don't know. I mean,
I get
that's what I'm saying. People be talking this and that. Brother, my rent was like $400 a month, which sounds great.
Which sounds great. Yeah. It sounds
it is great, Joey.
really fucking great.
At the time, it was all right. It was kind of normal, but I mean, I've paid money for everything always, bro.
The very first apartment, I think I've said this before. Very first apartment I rented in San Diego here, 1991, shit, 92. 92. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, $525. Claremont Mesa Boulevard in San Diego, called the Aspen Lodge. You can look it up. I don't care about doxing. I'm just giving you a
Yeah, I was gonna say
location.
I was in Mesa, Arizona. Not a great part of town, but like I had a 2-bedroom apartment that was like $600 a month, I think. That's what I was paying.
Yeah. Same fucking apartment right now. Shithole place. Fucking $2,500.
Oh yeah, it's gotten fucking ridiculous.
Insane.
You know what I mean? Yeah, my rent was like 400 something a month.
I don't.
Paid it every month. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? They had a lake house and everything in the back. You know, I had my own room. I remember I used to listen to Cassidy songs and stuff, and Moby and stuff. You know, and like
What
Sean
that is?
Cass-
we had a swimming pool in the back, and I'd go swim in the back.
What's up?
I've been through all sorts of things. Then I remember some crazy stuff happened. You know, and then I remember driving to North Carolina, getting looked at out there because of that. Self-explanatory. I'm not going to go into it, but you know, it was just I kept going, moving around. I was in college in North Carolina. I think that's what happened. I think I took a trip over there because I had the money to do it.
I think I took a trip.
You know,
Pretty
it
sure.
is what it is. And it was the same thing, you know. People felt some way because I had some money. And
It was
then I
either
remember
Arizona
coming
or
back down
Florida.
here too.
I remember there was oranges.
You know, it was one of those trips I don't remember. I gotta check my bank account.
And I had my little cap on, and the same folks that I went to high school with, they were jelly of me.
My cap.
And I saw some of them, and like people have been seeing me do my thing for a long time. That's what folks don't get. I've been doing my thing for a long time, different projects, different things. So it's like I basically reinvent myself all the time, which is something you're supposed to do. And I think it's something that geniuses do. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah. And then I think I went back to North Carolina. I think it was North Carolina. Then I went out there, and then I think I
don't
went
fucking
back.
remember.
I remember
Okay.
going back and getting looked at. And I think I had my apartment out there in Charlotte.
He's doing a whole lot of thinking
And I
and not a lot
remember I
of
lived
knowing.
right across from some of the basketball players at the college that I attended. And I kept thinking, I'm like, yeah, I'm way better than them.
You know, I've been thinking, don't know where I've gone.
But like I said, I told y'all the whole deal with that was the same thing. But yeah, and then the apartment was nice too. I had like
Gonna make AI write this crazy fucking song.
2 rooms, kind of like a living room, and then a whole nother room that was pretty big. And then it was a lot of stuff, bro. Like a lot of stuff. I like, you know what I mean? And what do you call it? Like, I don't know. That's the thing. I would always help people out too. Like if somebody needed a spot to stay at, I'd let them stay with me for a minute. I'd do that. But yeah, and then I had like the kitchen right there, and then I'd have my laptop on the kitchen counter usually, and then I had the bathroom area. And there was like a decent size
Laptop in the kitchen with the bathroom area. What the fuck?
closet in the
That
back room.
pissing in the sink,
You know what I
Sheriff.
mean? And like, I don't know, you could kind of tell the same thing that like apartment complexes are always weird because you have to deal with all these other people and stuff. Like, you know, and you could kind of see that element there of the same kind of weird stuff, but it was pretty decent. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
Joey hates stealing with
just
other human beings.
It's fucking great.
do my thing. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
kind of reminds me of the Candy stream where she was at the apartment where the fucking the tenant across the apartment or townhome, wherever it was, across the yard.
Oh yeah, where she complained about the music.
Yeah.
and I kept working on music. I pressed the albums, the CDs, and I literally would get the CD labels, the stickers, and I would put them on the CDs.
Pressed the albums to CDs. Take that plastic.
Wow, yeah, you press the vinyl and it magically turns into a CD.
Yeah.
And then I'd go out and I'd sell the CD.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's
That's
what
the
I wanna
greatest
get
salesman
back to.
ever.
I
but
remember
I don't
I
have
was
the
working the
equipment or the
CD
money to do
fields,
it
and
right
I'd be
now.
picking fresh CDs off the trees.
You know what I mean? But like, that's what I want. I want a router. I want a solid Wi-Fi connection.
Oh,
I
poor
want a
router.
50-mile Cat 5 cable.
You don't know how routers work, Joey.
Laptop.
So
And
good.
then I wouldn't have to worry so much about the phone bill all the time
He's
because
gonna
I
have a
just
little satellite radio antenna sticking on the back of his
He's got a
backpack.
spool of cable on his back. Just fucking walking.
But where would he plug it in? At the library?
Like, you know, like when you're walking through the forest when you fucking dropping popcorn to mark your
Mhm.
fucking trail.
Yeah.
Fucking oh, shit.
you know, pay for the Wi-Fi and then I just use it while I'm, you know, when the phone's in the Wi-Fi
That's
if I
not
had
how it
to.
works.
But that's the thing; it ends up becoming a lot
So
because you
good.
want your phone on. You know what I mean? So, I wish I had help for it, but I don't. But that would help me a lot, and then just a
Yeah, it
laptop
would
and
help
just
you a
like
lot.
where I
It would
could.
Yeah.
fucking be amazing,
If
dude.
you could have just a router to carry around to add to your stack of shit that you've got to carry around that doesn't work.
We're gonna have to get some like fucking. Can you are you good at welding or anything like that? Could you get them like a frame, shit like
I'm
like
sure
an
we could make something.
exoskeleton where we could fucking weld some shit like maybe
We
a
can make something
fucking
good enough.
air
Yeah.
fryer, put it on the shelf. So,
Just record and work on music all the time. That's what I want to do. You know what I mean? I want to get back to that. But yeah. And then, like I said, I go to Charlotte.
he's been
Go
trying to
go out in
shoplift
Charlotte.
headphones for
I
2
went
days.
to. There's some
Oh,
other
yeah.
towns. Somebody
Yeah.
said them the other
You
day. I
should
can't
just get a
remember them
router.
now. What were they called? Fayetteville. I went to Fayetteville. I went to. I don't know. I was just meeting different people. I would go all over, man. I met a whole lot of different people. And then I go to Myrtle Beach. And I used to love going to Myrtle Beach,
Yeah.
man, because they had this like
I've never been there.
seafood buffet.
I've been there a
And
few
like I
times.
said, seafood is kind of weird with me now because I've been through too much. So I gotta work my way up to that and figure out if I can even do it now. Because I've just been through a lot physically. But I used to not have any issue with it. So I know
Yeah, I've been through Florida, upper northeast, but I've never been through like the Virginias, West Virginia, that types area and shit like that. Georgia, never been, shit like that. But yeah, would like to maybe.
it's
Yeah, we used to
possible,
have a
just
little
like
pop-up camper, and we'd camp on the beach in Myrtle Beach. It's pretty good.
Right on.
I'm able to eat,
I'm able to
pretty
eat
sure most fish now and, tuna, and shrimp, I think.
toilet tuna.
Haven't had shrimp in a
And
while,
shrimp,
but
I
I'm pretty
think.
positive I can eat it. And, so it's something I got to work on. But at the time, I didn't have any issue
Practice
with it.
eating
And I hadn't,
toilet
Yeah.
tuna
been
and
through
shrimp.
everything yet. I've been through a lot, but not everything. But it was pretty out there, man. It was cool. I remember I was sick when I got out there in Charlotte because I drove like straight there in like 2, 3 days
Yeah.
with like very little sleep. And I was just determined to get out there and I just started training weights and training for basketball and getting ready. And then I just went to my classes
Yeah.
and I would train all the time. Same thing. I've always trained. And then I just listen to music and make music at the apartment. So it was cool, but what was I going to say? Yeah, I go out to Myrtle Beach at night at the club sometimes. That was cool. And then I'd get some sleep, wake up for school the next day, go to college. Like people don't understand. I've been to college, like 2 colleges. I went to New Brunswick College in Charlotte on the coast of North Carolina, and I went to UTB down here in Brownsville, right next to. It's all downtown.
Just because you drove a car around the area doesn't mean you went there. It does mean it does mean you went there.
You know what I mean? So, like, people don't even know that, bro. Like, that's the thing. I've experienced a lot. I've experienced everything. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, and that's another thing too. Like, I don't know. I could go back to college, but if I go to college, I'd like to go to a real college. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to go to UTB. I want to go to like a real college, and I don't really want to go to UT. I don't know why I just did that.
College
I don't
of
want to go to
Brownsville
UT really
Mountains.
because there's too much going on over there. I mean, I could do it, but it's the same stuff that's happening all around me. It's too many people paying attention. They're gonna know who I am. Like it's not a problem, but I'm hearing a lot of crazy stuff lately in news articles about UT. Talking about UT Austin. I wish that I could go to college like right now at like Jacksonville or something like, and just have everything paid for. That's what I wish. Like the Jacksonville, what is it? Is that the NFL team, the Jaguars? But like, I would try to walk onto the basketball team or something. That's what I don't understand. Like, I don't know. I keep getting downloads like my whole life is about to change and stuff. So I don't know. Like maybe
Oh, for
something like that is
fuck's
about to happen.
sakes.
I have no idea. But I just take every day as it comes and take it one day at a time and wait and see, But I can't do it. I know that. I've done everything I can. God has
I
put
gotta
it
speed
for
this
me. It's
up.
just what it is. But yeah, I don't get it. I've lived all over the place.
We're
I've been to
going buck and a
Albany,
half.
New York City. Like I said, I already told you about everything up there. I went to Jamaica, Queens. I recorded a song called Jamaica, Queens. Um, like I had the do-rag on and everything, just like you see me wear all the time, right in Jamaica, Queens, bro. Like people don't understand. I'm a real gangster. Like I've been to all these places and like walked right down Jamaica, Queens, right down the street, bro. Like that's the thing. Like I do my thing wherever. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not fronting about nothing at all. And that's the cool thing with me because I can just change it up anytime I want. I got the best of every world. You know what I mean? Like real talk. And then I went up to Virginia. I came through Richmond. I looked at all them different places in between. I know I came up through New Jersey before. I was driving all over the place out there. I was looking at everything, everything. I'd stop and eat it like a Cracker Barrel. But that's the thing that I realize is just like when I get money this time, I'm going to appreciate things more and stop moving so fast. Like I want to slow down. Because back in the day, it's just you didn't do that. And I remember there was another time I went to North Carolina too, but I don't think I was in college yet. And I went over there. Where was it? I went to Raleigh and played ball, and they all loved me out there. And I was in the hood, with all
Oh,
my homies in the hood. I've been in the hoods in Durham and Raleigh, where Petey Pablo's from. I don't know why the Penguin was talking about Petey Pablo the other day. I don't know what that's about because Petey Pablo is my favorite rap artist of all time, and I guess he figured that out or knows that. I don't know because he don't know nothing about no Petey Pablo. I can tell you that right now. And he's like, you do not listen to Petey Pablo, boy, stop it. I came up listening to Petey Pablo. I'm one of the only people in the world who even talks about him. Most people don't even know who he is. We had like one single they put on radio. I know his real music. I've been a fan for a long time because he's country like me. I love Petey Pablo's music.
That's a tough question right there, Lemon. Lemon1334 asks, if you had to guess where Tyree will be in 1 year from today, what would you say? I'm going to ask you, that guy, if you're sticking around, what would you say?
Well, where Joey will be?
Yeah, 1 year from today.
That's a hard question.
It is. I'm going to say same shit. Oh, man. But I want to say shelter somewhere, or man, if he's excommunicated, I mean, it's a compiled question. If he's excommunicated from his fucking mother's property for the time being, and he has no fucking income or anything like that, he's not going to survive. Church group somewhere out of state. I don't know. I can't answer it. That guy, I can't really.
You know what I mean? Like I think it was my first CD actually, Diary of a Sinner. You know what I mean? 919, like all that, bro. Like that's that. I used to listen to that when I was in the baseball league. We were like a elite, like all-star team, and I was playing for them in Austin. I remember the name. I don't want to say it on here because I don't know what it means, but we had like orange jerseys and stuff. Like I remember playing for them, and it was a real serious deal at the time for me. And like it was a weird time. I was always nervous and stuff. Like I don't know, but I used to listen to Petey Pablo all the time. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. People don't get. I've done a lot of different things, bro. So I've been up north up there. I think I even stopped and walked around different areas up there. What was I saying? I came through Richmond. I came through New Jersey. I've been all through Dallas. I played basketball at TCU in an open gym, open game, on camera at the time in Fort Worth, Dallas area. Clearly went to Fort Worth at the Stockyards several times. I've been all over. I've been all through Cali when I was younger. All the ghettos, hoods. I've been on that. What is it? The crookedest street in the world. My dad drove through that. We've been at the nicest restaurants that are like waterfront, where you're just looking at the whole Bay Area, the actual bay with the water, and it's just beautiful. And you're eating like, the best food ever. You know what I'm saying? I've been to all the high priced restaurants out there when I was younger, because of my grandfather. But yeah, we've been all through there, man. I'm pretty sure. I know I was in Los Angeles. I know I've been in San Diego, San Francisco. I've been in a couple of different areas out there, like pretty much all of it. I've seen a lot of California. It's just been a long time, so I really wanted to go back and check it out now.
Come
When
on
I went
out.
to Vegas, like I said, I would go
Go,
through the
bud.
Flagstaff area, and I think it's Flagstaff, Arizona, correct? And I'd go through there and stop for a minute. There was this huge bar and all these people there, and I went in there and stopped for a minute. It was crazy because I was staying in the hotel right next to it. It's like a regular little hotel, but I like it. It's real peaceful. And that bar, man, is just jumping, bro. And I went out there and was just paying attention. Folks had no idea who I was or that I was there, and like I had quite a bit of money when I was going over there. Like I said, I had like almost 60 grand. Went to San Antonio first, got like suits, got ready, got everything, and then I just went over there. So yeah, folks don't get it. Like I'm really somebody. I've been around, man. I don't know about Oregon. I think I've driven through there looking at colleges when I was younger, when I was looking for a college to attend or go to. I've actually looked at some of these places when I was younger. I've done that, you know what I mean? But I was looking for a place that like I really liked, and then I just didn't care anymore, and I picked the college in North Carolina, which, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. But I don't know. For me, I don't know. I have no regrets, you know what I mean? But I would, if I went to school, I would want to attend a major university, not no more of this junior college stuff. Because I didn't realize you miss out on the whole experience when you go to junior college. And down here, you just don't get the experience. There is no experience. I had fun down here. Like, I mean, I had the most expensive apartments money can buy down here. I've done all that. But that's what people don't get. Like, I've seen a lot of money, bro. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, I've really, been the guy. What else? Love Arizona. Like I said, I went to spring training there as a kid. Uh, all the places, Phoenix, Mesa, Scottsdale. Those are my favorite. Tucson is one of my favorite because they got all that Wild West stuff. I just love Arizona, man. Arizona's just beautiful to me. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to think where else. I've been to the capital, I think once, or maybe not on like a field trip when I was little. Um, so I think I've been in Washington D.C. So I must have been to Seattle before, and I think we flew or something. But I don't even remember. I was so young.
I think I was in Washington, D.C., so I must have been in Seattle, just by default. What the fuck does that even mean?
What else? And then obviously Minneapolis, Green Bay, Wisconsin. So that's what folks don't get. Like, while people are in their feelings and whatever, I'm living life. I want to travel. I want to do things. Like, that's the thing. I'm not stagnated. I'm not, folks have tried to hold me back. That's for sure. The devil's tried to hold me back, but in turn, God has used it all to build me and make me stronger. That's the truth. And if you want me to be honest, I think that's a lot of what it really is, why people feel the way they do, because they know they look at me, folks like the Penguin, and they look at me. And I think it really has to do a lot with that. I think it's not just, the fact I'm good looking and handsome and beautiful and all that and smart. I think it's that they look at me and say, well, yeah, he's been everywhere. He's done everything. He's done it all. And he's had his fun. You know what I'm saying? And now he's still the man even here in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see why people might feel some way about that. I'm not saying it makes sense, because it doesn't. Being a jellyfish don't make sense, period. But I'm just saying I can kind of understand it, Like I said, when I was out there in North Carolina, that's when, yeah, I was working out at random parks. I went to Raleigh and Durham. We were playing ball, and they were like, man, he can play ball. That's what they were saying about me. And then I made friends with dudes out there in the hood in the ghetto. And we were out there just walking around, talking to each other, doing different things and training and stuff. And these were brand new people I just met. I just went to the gym. That's what I do. I'll just go play pickup. That's what we're going to do in the future. If I can ever get the money right, we're going to go play pickup games in San Diego at courts and stuff. And it's going to be wild, bro.
Hell
we're going to
yeah.
be in the hood, the actual ghetto, so people can see the real environment and what it's like. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'll bring my own ball.
In the same environment, or where everybody knows you. Like, I like to go to new environments. That's what teaches you something. That's what people don't get. Like, that's why when you're on this internet stuff, everybody.
Ghetto.
Say again?
Said he was out there in that Carolina ghetto. Everyone knows that those are hard.
Oh, I'm this and that. That's fine. I'm more about real life. See the difference? Where you're not walking around like that. You got to be humble, man. I don't care where you go. You got to be humble. You got to be willing to learn. I don't care how much money you have. You got to be humble. When I had all the money, I was still around a bunch of dudes from the hood and the ghetto. That's the difference between me and all of you. If you had money like what I had, rolling around in that Porsche all around College Station, see, that's the thing. I was the man in College Station. I was the man everywhere I've been. So I've been all over the U.S. I be forgetting, too. I'm reminding myself while I'm telling y'all this and talking to you, but I've been all over, dude. I'm pretty sure I came through Vermont, too, and looked around a little bit. I was looking at the material. We'll just say it like that. It's not the material. What do you say? I don't know, the roster. How do you say it? You know what I'm saying? I was I was looking at the potential at the time. Real talk, Tyree Sneed was driving around looking at, like, I see your potential there. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Nothing, just forget it. Tyree Sneed was scouting for potential. Like, look at the potential on
I
that.
will say that if you've never driven through the ASU campus, you know, it's college campus and it's in freaking Tempe, Arizona, and it's 120 degrees outside, so it's nice.
But yeah, I've been all through Dallas. I've been all through Irving and all the ghettos there.
The dog fucking goddamn.
No.
That was perfect.
I've been to a lot of places, man. I've been to Mexico a few times just for like weddings and stuff when I was younger. Not really interested in it. But yeah, there's been a couple of. I've been to quite a few places, man. But I don't know. I just pray to God, man. I pray right now to God and like, please help me get my license back. Please help me get this money so I can get this on the road, bro. Like, that's what I need. I need to get my license back, get me a car. That's what would help me a lot, and then I could just do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Even if I have to, use the car to try.
Yeah, that was not even 24 hours ago. He was all carred out. Some shit.
Travel and stay in the car or something, sleep in the car. At least I could, you know, try to manually do this Batman thing or something. You know, that's what folks.
It's called urban living.
Yeah, like there's folks who do that. You know what I mean? Folks do all sorts of stuff is what I've learned. Folks try all sorts of things, but if you got money, you can actually do it. That's what I'm saying. Like when I get money this time around, like
you got money, you can be homeless.
That's all. I really do. And you know, but at the same time, also like when I have all that money, I want to be real conservative and real frugal. I want to save and I want to invest the right way properly. And I want to a lot of times do things the poor man's way, like I always do. Like I want to act like I don't have money and do basic things. In other words, like let's say I got like Christina said that we're at like 18.8 million with what she's negotiating, right?
Yeah.
So like let's say we get money like that, you know what I mean? So let's say like we start with like, I don't know, $200,000-$300,000, you know what I mean, to work with just to start or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot of money, but it's also money you want to be conservative with still. You know what I'm saying? So like I would be like, let's like do things like really conservatively, like in some aspects, like the poor man's way. Like, you know, like I mean, she's already got a vehicle, she said, that's made for camping and stuff, so that's perfect. But like y'all get what I'm saying, right? Like that's what I would want. I would just want a vehicle that we can like use to camp and move around, kind of like van life. I would want to maybe do van life, like literally. I just don't know. I don't know, like, you know, if we had money, I don't know. I'd probably want to just pay for hotel rooms and stuff. I want to make sure that we're in good surroundings. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to have to sleep in no vehicle if you don't have to. Tell me when I'm lying on that.
Hey, he wants to do van life, but he doesn't want to sleep in a vehicle.
I mean, if you had $18.8 million, would you choose? I mean, I get the van life theme, and I get that. I like going hanging out, driving off when you have shit, when you're in the middle of the nowhere to take care of yourself. I get that. It's fun. But if you had $18.8 million, are you going to...
Dude, if I did that, it would be like a coach, like one of those expandable motorhomes that's got like the toy carrier in the back, so you could pull into town, you could ride your bikes around, whatever, you know, get back on, load up, go to a different town. It wouldn't be no van.
Yeah, you're going to park there, and then you're take the shit that's in the back of your camper and take that shit out, and then go somewhere else.
Right, or your nice car that you're towing behind the camper.
You got 3 campsites going.
Because, you know, I just think, and you just never know what can happen. You don't know what other people are going to do. You don't know where you're at. You don't know who's around. You don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? So I just don't, you know,
would
trust
it be
the vehicle thing that much, even though I've done it a whole lot. You know, I've really done that.
It
like,
would not.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. At the same time, I think about it, and I'm like, yeah, I guess you could. I guess you could do it to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've done everything else. Might as well. You know, but that's the thing. I would want a vehicle that's like really good. You know what I mean? Like hers is fine. I'm just saying, speaking hypothetically, like, you know, if I just had money and I was going to get a vehicle, like, I'd want a good vehicle that's like real durable and strong. That's all. You know what I mean? And like I would, you know, make it real nice on the interior and the inside. And I would like if we get when we get money like that, and when that happens, boy, I'll get a video game system in there. I'd get a TV, like a big one. You know what I mean? I get a couple of TVs in there. And I make
big ass TV. We're about 12 minutes behind. I'm gonna rock a piss. He has ended it, so that's we'll be on our way out.
Get where we can play video games in there. Sorry, it's all that watermelon. Stuff is delicious. But yeah, I'd make it where we could play video games in there and stuff, and like I'd make it real comfortable. I'd get a bunch of little plushies and stuffed animals and pillows and stuff. And that would be our thing. And then like we just travel and like go eat at places and record it and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I really want to do that. So I don't know. The reading said like I'm going to be doing what I love to do. Well, that's what I love to do. That's what I want to do. I want to go do that with Christina. So I hope that's what they talk about. I want to have some fun. You know, like I want to even give the Batman thing a break for a little while and go on a vacation. I deserve it. I'm going on 3 years, man. 3 hard, difficult, very challenging, tough years. And God told me, He said, "You're gonna have so much money. You're gonna be so rich." And He said, "You're gonna forget you ever struggled." That's what God told me, word for word. So when God tell you something like that, you're gonna listen. You know what I mean? Like real talk. So I mean, that's what I think is coming. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we all go through hard times, man. Like I said, we're in the middle of the Great Depression, in my opinion. They just want to paint it like it's something else. And that's what I think. I think God is setting the stage in this country for me to be able to travel and do my thing all over the country. Does that make sense? That's what I think. That's the only thing why it's hard for me to collaborate and work with people or work jobs with people. I'm not meant to work a job. I'm a chosen one. I don't feel right being around a lot of people at all. It's just like, I don't know. It has to be like Christina. It has to be someone who understands my energy because I don't know. It's difficult for me. I can't handle it. I literally can't. Like, even if it's people I'm cool with, it's just hard for me because of everything I've been through. Like, I'm so sensitive to energies and stuff. I don't like when folks act like they're in charge. Like, I don't like that because I'm in charge always. Like, for real. Like, that's the thing. Like, so that's why I don't know. I would look into it. There's a dude talking about a possible opportunity that I want to look into, but at the same time, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's the thing. Like, I want to be in charge of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? No, like that's the thing. Like who wants to do that? I don't really want to do that. Like, I don't want to work for a company and travel. Like you still got to work for the company. Like you got to be there at work doing what they tell you and traveling. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Why would I want that? Like that sucks. To me, that sucks. I don't think that sounds good. Like unless it's a lot of money. If it's like a lot of money and it's like for a short time, but it's just so hard for me to do that. Like I have discipline. I just don't like working for other people. Like if they said, well, we're going out for 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 months, I'm like, dude, that's an eternity, bro. With what I go through physically, I just don't want to be in that position.
Is he looking for like what do you call that shit? Like a volunteer service, a mission, like yeah. We're gonna fucking take you somewhere.
Like I can't handle that. I really can't. I couldn't do it. Like I have to have freedom to just leave. Like I want to come back where I know. I like being where I'm at. Like I really do. I like being here. I'm good. I don't want to go elsewhere. I don't. Like that's what people don't get. I want to expand, but that's so I can expand and win and do my missions and come back. That's what people don't get. Like I'm comfortable where I'm comfortable at. I ain't trying to, be all over the place.
Go build
You know what I mean?
water wells in
no,
Austin.
that doesn't sound fun to me. It just doesn't. I'd rather do what I'm doing and make my money here and be happy. That's what folks don't get. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I wish that I made more money, but like I said, I'm going hard with it. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. I'm trying to make every dime I can, man. Like I said, I hope that I can get this check run up as much as possible because I need whatever extra money I can make on top of that $200. To me, is the extra money to cover this phone bill, and I really want the public to help me with it. It's $55, man. I got to pay it on the 5th. Somebody pay me and help me, man. Like real talk. I know somebody can do it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna get going for now, man. I appreciate y'all listening to me. Much love. And that's about it, man. We'll talk later. But my only point is I've been all over the place, man. You know what I mean? And I just think God is setting the stage for me in this country. I think a lot of these towns are gonna look like ghost towns when I come through as Batman. That's what I think. I think it's gonna look just like the depiction. I think I'm gonna be driving a bat pod right on that same street in Chicago and Chi-Town, but doing the real thing. I think we're going to be doing the real thing in front of everyone. It's going to be televised on camera. I think God is setting the stage for Batman to come through, and I think I'm just going to be filthy rich with Christina. That's what I believe, truly. I think that's what's going to happen, and that's my thing. Like we're going to be, going and doing normal stuff during the day, and having fun and doing what I'm doing, and then doing the Batman missions when we decide. So, Christina's going to be a part of everything I'm building. You know what I mean? That's the plan. That's what I want. So I mean, it's exciting, but that's what I'm saying. Like I want to go, out to nice places and us look nice and dress nice and not for anyone else, but for us and just be happy and enjoy ourselves and have fun everywhere and do fun stuff. And then, like I said, I'll make sure I keep training and make sure I get everything right and work on the bat suits and all that and expand. I might have to talk to companies about it and everything. And, that's what I'm saying. Like we could do whatever we want. And then certain nights I just go out on missions and during the day in broad day. Batman don't care. I work anytime. But I do want a break. I really want a vacation. I'm tired, man. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of doing it. I'm tired. I love what I do. I'm just tired. You know what I mean? So I need a break, man. I need a vacation, bro, and a real vacation. So God, please, help me with that. Help me to get the money so I can have a real vacation, But I think God going to do it for me, man. You know what I mean? I've been getting them downloads and readings nonstop. God talks to me. He let me know what's going on. He sends me synchronicities, downloads, readings, messages, everything all across the board. So I think it's going to happen. But like I said, just wait patiently on God, and that's it. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm satisfied. I'm just extremely overtly ambitious. So, never satisfied in that sense, but it's all about manifest destiny, man. That's what people don't get. I have a vision, and I know that I can do this. And if I stick with this, I really believe that something is going to give, and I'm going to be doing this on a whole nother level. And I think I'm going to be making a whole lot more money. I think I'm going to be making a whole lot more money in top dollar,
My
because I
bad.
think it might get to the point. I don't know. I think people are going to have to put some offers and deals on the table. That's what I think.
Goddamn ads. Let's go.
Is independent. You understand? That's the thing. Like, even if they pay me, I'd be like, I don't work for you. Like, no, like, you pay me for what I do, and I'll listen to what you
We're back to normal speed. 4 minutes left on this shit.
want and your nonsense and your guidance, but I don't work for you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, I control this project. Like, I do what I want. Like, I create my own missions and assignments. So that's the thing. Like, I create my own hours. I'm really my own boss. That's what folks don't get. So when you stick with something and you work hard, because this, pays so little, and it was an impossible career to pursue. I just believe in it because I believe in myself. So I said, I'm going to take something that, is an opportunity that doesn't look good at all, that nobody would want, or, that they want, but they can't attain. And they just don't understand it doesn't pay well. And I'm going to take that opportunity that doesn't look too good, and I'm going to stick with it and make it to where it is a good opportunity. And that's power. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm working on every day. I'm building an empire and a legacy like no other. You understand? And like I said, I want Christina to help me with everything. We're going to build Sneed Enterprises right in front of all y'all. You understand?
Okay.
Real talk.
Real talk.
And I know she's excited about all of it because it's all she ever talked about. You know what I mean? So I love you more than anything, Christina. Christina Sneed. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. And I just, have been by her side as much as possible through this, the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to continue to be.
Goodbye,
I just want her to be okay, and I want to get started with everything and move forward
Perfect.
together. You know what I mean? I want to do all this together. So looking forward to it, very excited. And like I said, I'm just waiting on Christina patiently, and waiting on God. You know what I mean? So like I said, but yeah, I've done a lot, man. I've done a lot, been to a lot of places. I've had a lot of fun.
I cried a lot the last 2 weeks.
I've done a lot, man. I've had a beautiful life, man. I've lived life, but I plan to do a whole lot more. That's the thing. I'm not anywhere near satisfied. I'm just getting started. You best believe that.
Goddamn right.
And that's the thing. Like, I just want money where I can travel, man. I want to go to New York so bad, bro. I really do. I want to go to New York because I just know. I know that New York is not ready for me. I know that I'm a lot smarter than people in New York. Really, I'm just being honest. I mean, anywhere. I mean, they would be perplexed by me just like they are here. I mean, like, I really want to go to New York. I think that I could, with money especially, I mean, I could do anything. Christina and I could do anything. We could accomplish anything. That's the point.
Oh, Christina.
So, like, that's what I want to do, travel and help different cities to rebuild and build the right way, and fix everything and bring real positive change and stuff like that, man. I want to just have fun with Christina.
Yeah.
She makes me happy. So I'm gonna get going. I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man. Much love. And yeah, like I said, the next pickup over $199. I know you mad. I know you in your feelings mad as hell.
Joey's busy. He's got to go fucking throw away all of his wrapping paper from, paper he's used to gift people and the people that have given him gifts and shit like that. That guy, have you thrown out all your wrapping paper and shit like that? Or you still got that shit laying around the house? Or are you still doing it?
We bag it as it gets opened.
Hell yeah.
Open the present, hand me the paper, I stuff it in the bag. So yeah, we don't let it get out of hand. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it just be like swimming through the shit.
Hell yeah. You listen, you learn that lesson when you get
Oh,
old.
yeah.
Fuck yeah. I remember one time when I got a divorce, I had the kids that weekend. It was like my Christmas. We always had an amicable divorce and stuff when the kids were small. So it was my day. And she's picking the kids up after my Christmas morning, and she comes in, and it's like an ocean of fucking just paper. I mean, not that I got them a lot of stuff. I couldn't afford much and shit like that, but it was just paper. And I will never forget the look in her face going, what in the fuck is going on? It's fucking stupid. But yeah, I'm glad you guys had a good Christmas and stuff like that. Joey did not.
And that in itself is a present.
Exactly. And what do we get? What do I got? I still got to work on bucktooth beaver at the circus. Gator melons. Thank you for that. I appreciate
melon.
you. Gator dueling shrouds.
Right.
That's going to be another one. I think that's the most important 3 that I wrote down. That's about all I got. Last thing you bitched about was Christina. Let's go talk about Christina, the goodbye. No stir, easy. We cried a couple times.
My catfish queen. 5 years we danced, you were just a dream. When you fell ill, I watched from afar.
Appreciate you, that guy.
Left my hobo bag, drifted like a star.
like that red
Thinking of you, my past catfish queen.
screen. That'd be great. I'll pay for the D battery. There you go. That's about it. Uppity. That's all I got, folks. Yeah, that was what, 2 hours of fucking nonsense? Joey is crying. He's crying. And he wants to get on the move. Anyway, that's all I got. Chat. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you all had a good day. If you got fucking wrecked yesterday, hope you fucking recovered today. Sometimes you just gotta fucking walk right back in the fire. And yeah, so if you're doing that, now you gotta go and get.
I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.